It's Wretched Excess. Just getting on here. It's going to be like Kiss. My final farewell video. But like Kiss, I could still be around for 20 years later and still make one. It's kind of funny. I've been playing this game for a while now. I just started making videos for fun. And two of the videos I made I thought were the best were WTF, which we know what that stands for, but it was a video about an aircraft trailer that's being pulled by a friend of mine with a half track, and it was going to the side, and it's being pulled, and the trailer wasn't directly behind it, and another friend of mine was on the gun on the half track. It was just kind of, I thought, a funny video. And the other one was the mission. It was myself and three friends at the time. The car was picked up with a cargo bob, and three of us were in the car, and we were gunning people down while the pilot was flying around. And, whatever, the game brings out the worst in people. But I would put up some of the worst videos, like jet griefing and stuff like that, and controversial, and they would get the most views. It is what it is. And then, they bring out the PS5 version, and I migrated my character, and I lost, you know, my PS4 character, which I think is a load of bullocks, but it is what it is. And they dropped some new cars on us, and here's what I perceive as the '69 Judge GTO. Um, some Halo Special Auto Works and stuff like that. They brought into the game some special paints, and it's okay. It's not really what I expected. I expect a little more. I mean, we need new stuff, and this just doesn't really, do it for me. We got the chameleon paints. They're pretty cool. I might be a little bit all over the place, but it's okay. Yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, it's kind of funny because I changed my name at one point in the game, and some people don't realize. I deal with a lot of chronic pain, uh, and I was joining some crews, grinding crew, and I don't really have much good to say about them. I was basically harassed over and over, and nothing was done about it. My mic would be on supposedly, and it wasn't even on, and making noise, and thrown in every vehicle, sales vehicle there was. Why I had to listen to the same guy talk baloney for 45 minutes or more, doing this, sitting in the same spot. So I moved on. I went to another crew. I was actually given an ultimatum by one of the members, and later on, I found out that some of them don't even know why I left. I don't really care anymore. I left because I'm not playing with assholes, and that's it. If you can't treat somebody like an adult and you're an adult, that ain't my problem. Um, so I moved on to another one, and it's basically the same thing. This guy thought he knew what he was doing. He really didn't. I really don't have the patience to run a crew myself with the pain I deal with, and stuff like that. I was asked to, so I went to another crew that I was already in previously. That was going good for a while. Then of course, the game brings out the worst in people, and a bunch of lying and hypocrisy was going on, and needless to say, that crew folded, unfortunately. I mean, I think it was one of the better ones. One thing you do need to look out for is any crew that claims they're mature. If they have players in the crew, they're under 18 years of age, it's not mature, dude. You can't just say because someone is, acts mature for their age, that's a mature crew, because then you're supposed to be treating them like an adult, when in fact they're not an adult. and then they'll do adult things, and then when it doesn't go their way, they'll pull the kid card, and that shit does not fly with me at all. But I do play with some kids on here. They're pretty cool. I mean, I know they're minors, but you know, it's cool. Um, it is what it is. So my name involved the name Harold. You know, and a lot of people thought my name was actually Harold, but obviously they didn't listen. My name was never Harold. There's only a few people in this game that actually know my real name. There's one dude that, you know, I thought it's pretty cool. I'm not going to mention his name. He's out of Michigan, and he knows my real name, and I know his real name, and you know all that stuff. That's nothing to do with really anything. So I don't even know why I'm really going over this. But yeah, just be careful when you run with the crew who you're running with, and if it's like a hierarchy crew, it's just best to stay away because they just don't know how to communicate or treat people and stuff like that. And you know, not all of them are bad. None of them all have ill intentions. Not even in the crews themselves that I'm speaking of. They're not all bad people. Um, but that's how my name just came. You know, one day I'm like, I gotta change my name. I'm a little bit all over the place. It's just me. Because I'm done with the Herald gig. I was tired of, you know, well, this is the way you play the game. You know, we do crates and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I have to check with this person to sell something. Whatever, dude. I was a solo player. I can sell myself solo by myself with nobody's help. So, you know, it's a game. And the money's fake. I've grinded a lot of money on this game, but it's fake. Like I said, no one really cares. Um, I'm like, I'm done with my name. So, the way I feel in real life, I have a lot of physical pain. It gives you a lot of mental torment on top of it. So then you're in this bad place, and I was thinking this thrash band named Reverend, um, and they did this song called Wretched Excess. And you know, that's where my name came from. It's you're at a point where you're just in this place that you don't know how much worse it can get. And then some people, you know, it's kind of funny. They think I'm a tryhard or whatever because of my name, but I'm not. That's where it came from. I have some tryhardish ways, I guess. I've been called a griefer, everything else in the book. Well, you know, whatever. You know, tryhards are really misunderstood, a lot of them in this game. They, like, especially like clean tryhards, you don't run into many of them, but there are some around, and I'm friends with some of them. You know, and the grinding crews gave him a bad name, and you know, just some of the YouTubers too, and the bigger grinding crews, you know, they just like to fight each other and kill each other. You know, maybe snipers at the beach or something like that. I'm not really talking about run and gun. There's some run and gun players. I got a couple, you know, run and gun players on here on my friends list that are pretty good. Um, It's just most misunderstood people. I mean, there are some toxic ones. It's just like there's toxic grinders. Because don't. I just play the game. I play the game now my way. I've met some really good people, adults, and some kids, which you know, it's okay. You know, um, along the way, and I just would rather enjoy playing the game with some friends of mine, not you know, so-called crew members that I have to add, and there's absolutely no mutual respect there at all. So that's why I got away from that scene, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. I've had an interesting GTA career. There's not really much left for me to do, play with my friends, you know, pass some time. Um, I really can't tell you what to do in this game, you know, how to make money, because everyone likes to play this game differently. You know, some will say crates is the way. I can't say that. I can't say MCs are the way. It depends on what you like to do. Then later on, you know, I got into this thing where, you know, I did the alien Easter egg bunker resupply mission. I got the tattoo, and that was a lot of work. And, you know, I figured, you know, at that point, I had proven myself as a grinder, whatever. There's a tattoo. I got abducted by aliens, and so, my goals changed throughout the game. I wanted to have like 500 uh, $1 million, and I got that. And it went up higher, so yeah. So well, I'll go for $1 billion. Got that. Did the Easter egg bunker resupply. Did the criminal mastermind apartments. Did four-man criminal mastermind Doomsday. I decided I'm gonna get my level up. So I accidentally ran into this dude named Relicane. On PS and somehow he was doing a YouTube video. This guy's it's insane, man. He's like legit like level 4700 player, something like that. Last time I checked, I don't think he could migrate because he was migrated from PS3 to 4. Like I said, I don't see a lot of my friends on the PS5 now. Some of them. Um, yeah, I just had an interesting run. Later on, like I met some of the it's controversial, but whatever, man. It is what it is. Some of the most hated griefers, and some of them they're not bad. Some of them, like everybody else. I mean, they say griefing's bad, but it's what it is. I mean, I understand why they do what they do. Um, there's people that think they're privileged on this game, and they shouldn't be bothered or this or that. It's a game about drugs and running illegal guns, and you're gonna get your stuff blown up. It's not gonna be a bed of roses. I was delusional. Started this game. I thought it was gonna be fun and peaceful. But all those guys too are most hated groupers. Some of them are really good at combat and stuff like that. But it's what it is, like I said, and I did enjoy my time with them too. I wasn't in that crew though. I did not know Ellis himself, but I think Ellis. I don't know him, like I said, but like I think sometimes he pokes fun at the game because he'll say like he's in God mode. He'll say he's not. He'll say he's in skill mode, and I think he's just sometimes poking fun at the game, how ridiculous it is. Like some of the stuff you can do, and some of the people on here are ridiculous in their thinking. Like and if you think you're gonna go up against these guys and win, you just better think something else, man, because this is not gonna happen. Those guys are some serious hardcore dudes. But it's a game, like I said. And there's ways, if you're being hunted down by them to avoid them altogether. You just leave every single crew you're in and, get your friends list down to a minimum. And they won't be able to find you. Well, I was in a crew and they were allowed in there. And I had some fun times with that crew, man. But, like, I think one of the funniest moments was we went out and, we loaded into a lobby. Just a random public lobby, but we were the first ones in there, and we just waited for people to come in. We just killed them as they were coming in, and that was one of my greater moments with them. I really remember a really fun moment. You know, I've had a lot of fun moments with a lot of people, but like the grinding crews are basically dead now. Kale killed it. Plus, the grinding crews themselves killed themselves because it got to the point where you can only screw over so many people and go through so many people before it's done. It's over with, dude. We're not coming back to your crew. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. It is what it is. So yeah, I just thought I'd put my 2 cents worth in, and I might make a video, but like I said, it's the same stuff over and over. You kill people, grief them. You get tons of views. The more controversial it is, the more views you'll get. And yeah, I have griefed the crew because they said that they hoped my mother would die of cancer, this guy, and I hunt them down still if I can to this day because, I don't know what anybody's mother has to do with the game, you know? They have nothing to do with the game. You just should leave someone's family out of a game, but, it's immaturity on people's part. And then, well, that's it. Wretched Excess over and out. See you later.